So today I'm going to make a recipe that I have had in my recipe box for a long time. How do I know that? Well, everything's in lowercase letters. That was my signature in high school and college. Everything was in lowercase, so this is something I've done for a long time. Let's get started. All right, first we're gonna do 2 cups of flour. And to that, I'm going to add 2 cups of brown sugar. And I'm using this container. I found it, I think it was my grandmother's, it might've been my mom's, but I just thought, oh, how cool, let's use it. Bring a little of my heritage in here. And we're gonna mix it together. I have preheated the oven to 350 degrees, and so that's going. And to this mixture of flour and brown sugar, I'm adding a 1/2 cup of butter, which is a stick, and I have softened this for at least an hour before I'm adding it. The next thing I need to add is 1 egg that is slightly beaten. I have this fun little beater. And then I'm going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. I have a teaspoon of baking soda that I'm going to add to 1 cup of sour cream, and I've already pre-measured that. Again, this is a very simple recipe to make, just a few ingredients, and what I love about it is that people enjoy it and really love it when I'm making it. The next thing I'm gonna do is add my 1 small package of chocolate chips. Okay, so I need to put this into a greased pan, and it says a 10 by 13 pan, and I'm gonna grease this with Pam. Sometimes I do use butter, but I am gonna use Pam. Many times if I'm giving this cake to friends, I will go to the dollar store or someplace and get a pan just like this. It's not exactly 10 by 13, but these make great ways to make a dessert and give it to someone, and they don't feel like they have to get your pan back to you, and you also don't have to plate it. So I'm gonna spray this. So now it's just a matter of getting my batter in here. I think this is just perfect right now. In the oven for 40 minutes. So after I took this out of the oven, I let it sit to cool. It took about an hour or so. The pan has a little bit of warmth on it, but guess what? It's time for dessert. So we're going to dress this cake. And what you do is add a little bit of powdered sugar on it. Again, you can just take the powdered sugar and sprinkle it on. Using a sifter just makes it finer. Yum. We're gonna have a few pieces, and then I'm gonna give this to friends to enjoy also. So easy cake to make. Hope you enjoy. Be sure and follow us, like us, subscribe to TheHome.com, and if you have some fun recipes you'd like to share, be sure to send them to us.